It's happening. Okay, so what you're currently staring at on screen is probably the biggest piece of JoJo news that's come out in the past like year and a half. Steel Ball Run is getting an official English translation by Viz Media. And in case you don't understand why this is so important, you gotta understand Steel Ball Run is one of, if not the most popular parts of JoJo next to Part 2. And that's because, granted, it's an incredible story with incredible art and incredible character development, and I can't wait to own it physically. So this was just announced, I think October the 2nd or something like that, or October 4th. It was basically last week, and I need time to like get all my words straight before I just come out here and start screaming, "It's Steel Ball Run," because I am this excited for it. In case you need another confirmation, here is their thing from Twitter that I stole off the internet. And it's just basically saying, yeah, in summer 2025, Steel Ball Run will get an English release. And now this isn't the actual release date isn't all that shocking because it does make sense. If you've been following the JoJo manga, you know we get them about every 2 months, every other month, I think, something along those lines. And right now we're at Stone Ocean's on like its 8th volume that's coming out in December. So you got like one more that's coming out in May, and then we get Steel Ball Run, which is gonna be super nice. I can't wait. Now the thing is that Steel Ball Run is 24 volumes. However, because it was a monthly publication, unlike a weekly publication, it actually means there's overall less chapters. It's only around 95, which is really short, believe it or not, for a JoJo part. The only other parts that were kind of close to that were parts 1 and 2, which were around like 60 to 69 chapters in total. Now, the thing is that JoJo gets hardcover manga, which kind of serves like a 2-in-1, not always a 2-in-1. Sometimes it's like a 1.5 or a 2.5, depending on which part it is. So this means that Steel Ball Run could be as little as 12 volumes if we're just, going straight 2-in-1 style, or it could be as many as the original Japanese manga, because the thing is that Crazy Diamonds Manga Heartbreak, which is also coming out sometime next year, or not next year, later this year, I believe, is paperback, which is gonna bug me because it's inconsistent with the other releases, but that's not here nor there. But yeah, I am just super incredibly excited. However, this is also kind of weird. I don't know if you noticed, but ever since JoJo manga first started getting translated, there's at least been some form of JoJo anime, whether it be the original ones from like the early 2000s that were created by. This is the moment where I realized I forgot the animation studio's name, but that. And then when the current Viz translations came out, these nice hardcovers, JoJo was already airing. The David Productions anime was already in like part 3, I believe. And so we kind of been playing catch up here where, Stone Ocean ended, wow, like 3 years ago already, and we're just now getting around to finishing up the English manga. Yeah, and I find that kind of interesting how there is no current JoJo anime out. Like, well, yes, the David Productions is kind of finished. At the same aspect, there is no adaptation for Part 7 yet. There is no Part 7 anime. There's no confirmation of a Part 7 anime. We just have the production staff at David Production being like, yeah, we think it would be cool. However, I don't think it's going to happen. At least, I think it may happen, just not immediately. Because right now, David Productions is currently working on Fire Force Season 3, which has been in the pipelines for what feels like just as long as Steel Ball Run. So, I feel like maybe around 26, 27, then is when we'll see an official confirmation or something, and then start seeing stuff drop in 28, like trailers and stuff, and maybe episode 1 or 2. So, yeah. Now, in case you're wondering how long this will take to release, by my estimate, assuming they do around 12 volumes, it will probably come out till about mid to late 2026. which yes is over a year, but however, JoJo does not release monthly here. We actually get it more like every other month. So I feel like that's where we're gonna be heading. But this is still like huge news. If you're new to the JoJo fandom and just got into it like I did a few years ago back with the Piper on Stone Ocean, this doesn't feel like gigantic news, but I know for JoJo fans that have been here since even before the David Productions anime, yeah, this is like earth shattering. And I'm like, yeah, this is really cool. So yeah, now obviously this is not probably going to be the final cover for Volume 1. Assuming they do hardcovers, we'll likely see some sort of switch up, to make it either more consistent with parts 1 through 3 or parts 5 or parts 4 through 6. In case you're wondering why the change up in design here, the first 3 parts were actually based off the original JoJonium manga. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, which was essentially just like 2-in-1 editions, but for the Japanese market. And when Viz was translating, they're like, why not? We can sell them at a higher price and make them these nice fancy editions. And they did. And I own the first half of part 2. I'm still dragging my feet on buying the second half of part 2 because I am lazy. And I've got all of the Spark Rohan Kishibe. It's not that hard, it's only 2. However, this Steel Ball Run, I'm going to be literally going like, not the second it comes out, but like maybe a week later, so that way all the hype dies down around it. Go out and buy it. Like, I'm buying it within the month it comes out. That is a guarantee. If I can make it to a Barnes & Nobles or whatever bookstores nearby within a month that a Steel Ball Run volume drops, I am buying it. So, yeah. But other than me really wanting Steel Ball Run, let me know what you guys think down below. Are you happy that's getting a manga translation? Or are you upset that the anime has not come before the manga like what has been tradition for the past over 10 years of JoJo anime and manga releases? Personally, I'm in the camp, I'm just happy we're even getting it, period. But, yeah, I've always like to hear what you have to say down below. So, I will see you all next time. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about the Kamen Gav thing. It's just, I kind of haven't watched it. Like, I watched episode 1, and then I haven't watched everything after that. So I'm going to get to it. That's going to be, like, maybe later this week, sometime next week. But, that being said, I will catch you all next time.